SMCI has disclosed its earnings outcomes, and its guidance for the second quarter is not encouraging, a bit disappointing. But regardless of all of that, it's currently trading at $40.86, a slight increase from the close of 38.61. And when that news came, it plunged all the way down to 31.94. But a lot of market participants were already waiting to buy the stock anyway. So I don't think the disappointment, it wasn't. It's not a big disappointment. It's just I think it's even honest. Because usually we see some of these earnings outcomes, they always beat, and a lot of veterans are suspecting, always suspect that the markets, they underestimate, and then when they underestimate, I mean, you can understand what happens, But so I think it's quite honest that it gives you an impression that this is a real company. So this is not to say that if you reported better than expected guidance, that it wouldn't be good. But in any case, plunged all the way down to this is a very sharp V recovery all the way down to 31.92, and spiked up again or to 40.94. So the probability of it testing 40.94 is very high, because it has already done it. So it's try to dip again. Short sellers are here, and they have access to the stock. It's they can short it, and we have seen it get a rejection just of late at 40.53. We have projections of $48. We completed that, and on this 1 minute chart, I don't think we have anything close to that. Right now, volatility is expected to contract in the coming minutes. This is the post market now. This is the post market session. And it's quite active. So I think it would have gained roughly 10% so far in this post market session. Something close to 10%. Is what it has gained, given what's going on in this post market session. And there are downward projections we have here. We have, okay, they're not in play at the moment, 35.23. So we could just go ahead and have a look at other charts and see what's going on there. Let's look at the 2 minute chart and see. Yeah, it also captured this plunge and the recovery as well. There are no upper projections here, but just as in the 1 minute chart, contraction is expected. Not that this will make a lot of it will be of much use to you, because it's there. It's a three. These are minute charts. It's by the time you'll be watching this, they wouldn't even be relevant. So same contraction as well of volatility is still in place. Seeing a rejection at its 200 day moving average, 200 period moving average. Yeah, dramatic since highly volatile this post market session. Let's look at the 10 minute chart and see where it captured. It didn't capture this volatile. So that gives you an impression that it didn't last long. At least it lasted probably more than 3 minutes, because it was, we saw that captured on the 3 minute chart. Yeah, SMCI here. We don't have. Let's see what's going on with SMCI on Think and Swim. Let's see. Let's see. While we are waiting for that, let's return to Trading View. Yeah, okay. Volatility is it's expected to end. So contraction is expected to end. Yeah, it's ending now, and the stock is breaking above its 10 period moving average on the 10 minute chart. The negated upper projections we had 41.76. Okay, let's look at the 30 minute chart and see what's going on here. It shouldn't, yeah, it didn't, obviously, since we didn't see that plunge on the 10 minute, we shouldn't see it on the 30 minutes. So here, contraction is still expected to continue to play out. You can see the stock is trading within that wedge. You can see that not every time do we see the stock traded within the wedge that the 10 and the 21 day moving averages are projecting that it will do. So we're seeing it do the same thing. So, but it may not last long. It may break out. If it breaks out of here, then volatility may return again. But that volatility The one that we saw in the minute charts, the 1, 2, and 3 minute charts hasn't come here. It hasn't. It didn't play out here. So yeah, it's just it's just uh, reporting is just referring to a different volatility altogether. I think the volatility that saw it pull all the way back from 42.22 all the way down to 38.62. You know, so we have yeah, it's got a rejection at 43.56. That was yesterday. So I think to some extent we may have this may still be this may still be parts or remnants of that V recovery or the plunge to some extent. It may have printed out here on the 30-minute chart somehow, somewhat, but maybe not as graphical as it was on the 1, 2, and 3 minute chart. So volatility as well is contraction is also it's expected to. It's the stock is contracting in trading within the wedge that the 10 and 21 day moving out 21 period moving averages are have formed on this 45-minute chart. So let's see. I think we have an upper projection here for the 3.58. Below that we have 42.86. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. Maybe we'll have to come down to the hourly charts. Let's see the hourly charts. What do we have? Okay. Weakness is projected. Weakness is projected. Um, but we have that. We have that 49.35. We have 49.35. Now we have seen, is this, yeah, is it in play? Okay, it's not actually not in play, but at least it's to some extent it's validating our projection of $48. But who knows if it's going to get there or it will recalculate and project something else. Okay, let's get the 2 hour chart and see what we have. The 2 hour chart, we are seeing that strength is expected to kick back in. You know, the wedge that the 10 and 21 day moving average has formed is expected to it's projected that the stock will eventually break out of that at least by Wednesday, by tomorrow's trading session. Yeah. So let's have a look at the 3 hour chart and see. Okay, let's look at the 3 hour chart. We have downward projection of 36.46. Below that, we have 35.2. No upper projections here. So we're still sticking with our $48, but we could still try something here. This is a 3 hour chart. We can still, even though we already have that 48, we could still try and compete a lot more. 42.92 and for 38.25. 2.92 minus 38.35. We have 4.57 multiplied by 1.618. We have 7.39. We add that to the current price, the prevailing price now of 40.79. So we are going to get something really ambitious. Yeah, plus 40.79. So we're still pointing to the same $48 or thereabouts. So that's a sticking projection. It's just keeps reoccurring, occurring. Okay, obviously because it's just coincidental that those figures we used. So I think if we do that again, we'll still get the same thing. But if anything, you could also have that's it's 1.618 extension, Fibonacci extension level. Okay, so let's see. We could try something else. Minus 40.79 and divided by 1.618. You have that multiplied by 2.618, 11.96. You add 40.97, so $52. So we have 48 and $48 and $53. These are sort of some of the sort of projections, but the odds of it getting to $52 will be a stretch to some extent. I think, not anytime soon. It can do that. It can do that. And you definitely must have heard also that they expect to file their 10K disclosure by the deadline of the 25th of this month. So yeah, we can also see as well a wedge that has formed as well. What are the odds that the stock will come down into that wedge? Maybe not. It doesn't really have to come into that wedge. It's just projecting that it's going to the volatility might contract. It's going to cool off a bit, and it has cooled off to some extent. But on the move right now in this post market session, let's see whether there's more news. Let's see whether there's more news. Okay, Supermicro Computer sees higher Q2 results, fiscal 2025 revenue cuts. Let's see. Okay, let's read this. Okay, reported preliminary fiscal Q2 non-GAAP earnings of 0.58 to 0.6 per diluted share, an increase of 5% from a year earlier. Preliminary net sales for the quarter ended December 31 was 5.6 billion to 5.7 billion, a jump of 54% a year earlier. Okay, yeah. So it's just that the guidance. The guidance is okay. This is more than a year earlier. Okay, analysts polled expected 5.77. So a slight disappointment, but still better than what it was last year. Still better than what it was last year. Yeah. Okay, we could just quickly have a look at its weekly chart and see what the algos are projecting for the stock. Let's see. Okay, we're not. It's just right on where its most upper projection is. Yeah. Okay. Let's see on this weekly chart whether we can also find out something. We have here 45.72 and 28. Okay, 45.72 and 48. Multiply by 1.618. Okay, and then added to the current price of 38.61. We have $67. So $67 is a projection you can get if you take the difference between this $45 and this low of $28, and you multiply that by 1.61 its extension level, then you get an upper projection of $67. Where does that relate to? $67 will be somewhere. Let's see what happened around here. Let's see, there could be something, yeah, around $67 here. So it would be just somewhere around here, $67. Yeah. Okay, just have a look and see what you make of SMCI stock, its earnings outcomes, revenue. Markets, the analyst polled expected $5.77 billion, but they reported $5.7 billion. And its guidance for the second quarter of this year is also below expectations. So it's not the end, but market participants, are happy, are impressed. They are looking forward to all the trouble that short sellers have imposed on it to go away. So short interest, very well, very well, is 13% SMCI short interest. I can see 15.41 there. 18.31%. So that's quite high. Yeah. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video.